What's up, folks? This is Crypto with James, talking to you today about the XRP SEC case. There's some updates that I need to get into, along with just what's been happening with XRP and some interesting developments on in terms of some banks and CBDCs. Before I get to that, as always, I update the spreadsheet. These are the first 26 coins I spoke about on the channel that I thought would absolutely rule during the bull cycle. If you invested $100 to each one when I released the videos and you were still holding all that crypto, you'd be in profit for over $70,000. This is not what I hold anymore. If you want to see what I hold, you can come check out Copy My Crypto. 2021 was an awesome year. 2022 will continue to be so. Biggest holdings had really good runs throughout 2021, and on top of that, some awesome airdrops that were several $100, several $1,000 respectively. And if you want to match the gains of myself and the members in Copy My Crypto, then you should come check it out. The link, guys, is in the description. So, the SEC filed a strike against, well, have they filed a strike against Ripple's defense? Possibly. Doubtful. So what they've done is they filed a letter of supplemental authority to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. This is something that they did in a previous case against John M. Fife and 5 entities controlled by him that was selling $21 billion of penny stocks and gained a profit of around $61 billion without registering as a security. Now, Fife's defense adopted an argument similar to Ripple's, alleging that SEC had given them a fair warning and the term dealer can be widely interpreted. Last month, the court denied the argument. So obviously, what did the SEC do? They went, well, that works, so we'll try this. So similarly, Ripple's fair notice defense alleges the regulator failed to notify them about possible violation and claimed that term investment contract has been misused by the SEC, adding that the SEC's theory that XRP is an investment contract is wrong on the facts, the law, and the equities. No foreign regulators determined that XRP is a security. In fact, just the opposite is true. The US would be the unfortunate outlier. And the SEC is using, obviously, the Fife's case latest outcome, saying, in Ripple's case, binding authority construing the term investment contract has existed since 1946. Thus, Fife provides an additional authority for striking Ripple's fourth affirmative defense. The cases have distinct differences here, though. Jeremy Hogan, who's an attorney, explained on Twitter that this might marginally help the SEC's position in its motion to strike Ripple's fair notice defense. So obviously they filed it, but it's I like the analogy that the SEC, he stated the SEC just poured orange juice on your hands and told you it handed you an orange, which I quite like. So basically what he stated was, in the Fife case, the defendant tried to argue fair notice in order to dismiss the lawsuit entirely, but because the burden is very high on a party moving to strike a pleading. In the Ripple case, it's the SEC that is trying to strike the affirmative defense of fair notice, and it has the high burden to meet. And the Ripple CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, expressed at the end of last year, he remained hopeful. Clearly, we're seeing good questions asked by the judge, and I think the judge realizes that this is not just about Ripple, this will have broader implications. Jeremy Hogan stated that he thinks Ripple will get the most of the docs, but not all, on the DPP issue, and he gave 9 out of 10 odds on that. And he thinks the judge will not strike the fair notice defense, and will give 7.5 to 10 on odds on that, taking all bets now. So we'll see if they have any success there. It would be surprising because both cases are at massively different stages as well, and they're both very different cases. But I can understand why the SEC have tried that, because they've seen it work, but I don't think it can work with the Ripple case. But we will see. Now, in spite of all of this, we're still seeing massive volume in XRP. And this is from January 3rd, but it still remains true. Volume on XRP is still around above $1 billion. And that's as it's coming to a close. This lawsuit has effectively been playing around for 3 years, and they went hard on Ripple or XRP. Well, Ripple. They went hard on Ripple last year, dropping the price from like 60 cents down to 17 cents. And even with all that FUD, Ripple recovered very, very well. Ended up reaching heights of around $1.34, $1.35, which is pretty impressive given the amount of crap that they've been having to deal with regards to the SEC. And even with all of this FUD, XRP whales continue to add. I mean, this is last month, but I'm sure there's going to be another update soon on how many tokens have been added. But whales have added 190 million tokens to their stash over the past 3 months. So that was from October, November, December. Which when XRP is sitting around, at the time it was around 80 cents. That was effectively $152 million of XRP being additionally held by whales, which is not a small amount. It is comparative to Bitcoin, but Bitcoin ends up being one of those where, because it's the most the safest bet in crypto, it's always going to get accumulated at a higher level. But we are still seeing real developments in XRP. We've got the Sologenic snapshot happened last month. That airdrop happens this month. We've also seen, as of yesterday as well, Digivolt is becoming an accredited custodian of XRP. So Digivolt, which is a digital asset custody business within Nasdaq listed cryptocurrency exchange, had a 30-fold increase in assets under custody in 2021, and it had no problem recently adding support for XRP. He said the value of digital assets along with technology infrastructure that it supports can no longer be ignored, as reflected in the landmark increases in cryptocurrency participation we saw in 2021. This participation also put the spotlight on the risks of security breaches and hacks. Our business growth reflects this growing awareness by industry participants to be far more discerning in choosing accredited and regulated service providers. In the year ahead, they will maintain their focus on lifting the industry standards and driving greater awareness of ways to safely participate in the market. Digivolt is unlikely to offer its services to US enterprises for the time being, given the current standstill in the country. The custodian has, however, got a large market to attend to, as the UK remains one of the largest financial centres in the world, along with Singapore. Digivolt is the first standalone custodian to be FCA registered. So again, we're seeing pretty good stuff here in terms of, again, XRP, people being bullish on XRP, or companies being bullish on XRP. So if you're an XRP holder, a lot of this is very positive. On top of that, this is an interesting one. The fxstreet put up an article yesterday evening saying that false selling pressure is going to trigger a new crypto uptrend. And what he was saying, that Bitcoin price has certainly been on the downsizing of late, Bitcoin's dropped around 20% since last week's open. However, the drop for Bitcoin has been almost textbook in its positioning and timing. Little follow-through selling occurred as Bitcoin price dropped below the December 10 flash crash low. A short squeeze setup has developed on the $1,000 three-box reversal point and figure chart. The hypothetical long entry is a busy stop order at the three-box reversal, currently at 45k, with a stop loss at 41 and a profit target at 60k. The target, the trade idea represents a 3.75 to 1 reward risk setup, and he believes there's no invalidation point for the hypothetical long entry. Bitcoin price moves lower, the entry and stop loss follow in tandem, but the profit target at 60k remains the same. There's also stating that XRP could make a return to the $1 value area. Many bulls on the sidelines want to wait until the 0.82 level is reached before opening new XRP long positions. 0.82 would put XRP price above the Tenkan Sen, Senku Span A, and the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement. Bulls may find an entry that supports structure below as less risky than the wide open space below 0.75. More conservative buyers are likely waiting for a break above the top of the cloud to confirm a move to $1. So again, this article seems to be fairly bullish on Bitcoin and XRP. Now, the other thing is HSBC and IBM have created a successful multi-ledger CBDC demo. Now, HSBC is an interesting one because they are very anti-crypto. And, you know, I know CBDC they won't view in the same way as a crypto, but they managed to do a digital wallet settlement between two CBDCs in a cloud environment. The experiment consisted of transactions between CBDCs, e-bonds, and Forex. IBM's Hyperledger Fabric and enterprise technology provider R3's Corda served as the basis of the distributed ledger facilitating the transactions. Now, what's interesting is, you know, we are seeing the fact that we're seeing a bank like HSBC starting to trial this shows how much CBDCs are a matter of when, not if, for not just the UK but America as well. Central banks around the world begin to explore the potential for CBDC to bring greater transparency and security to financial transactions. This initiative provides a comprehensive roadmap. And we are seeing tons of CBDCs looking to come to fruition or coming to fruition. And XRP, you know, and their white paper covers how valuable RippleNet and XRP is to a CBDC system. And they do have partners with some major banks. You know, they've worked with Santander and Ripple work together to bring cheaper, faster cross-border payments to retail and commercial customers. Set up OnePayFX, which allowed them to make instant or same-day low-cost international payments, which, you know, again, a big step for Ripple, because again, it shows the evidence of what can be done when working with these massive financial institutions. And they've got, you know, you can see who runs on RippleNet at the moment, and this is not a small subsection of banks. Some of these are absolutely massive banks, or massive financial payment solutions. So being able to do that, you know, I think what we'll see, the SEC case is obviously the thing that's up in the air at the moment, and it's a frustration for anyone that to be fair, anyone that's in the crypto space should be watching this because it does have ramifications for everything. But I don't believe that this is going to be a problem for Ripple. Even if Ripple lost the case, I just don't. I think even if Ripple lost the case, I don't think they'd actually allow themselves to lose the case. I think they'd probably run and do a settlement. But after that, the price will appreciate. Like the fact that they've been under scrutiny hard for the last few years, but particularly since December of 2020. And their price managed to appreciate massively still over the course of the year from the low that announcement from the SEC caused. When this case is done, that fear around XRP will go. And when the fear goes, the greed comes in and the investments come in. So I still think there's a lot of room of upside for XRP. And I think you've got a lot of institutions sitting on the sidelines waiting to see how this plays out. And once the SEC case is closed, and if it closes in the right fashion, and it's a good positive result for XRP, I think you'll see an immense amount of institutional capital coming into to XRP. So it'll be a very interesting one. Also, apparently, we're trying one of the lawyers trying to get on Joe Rogan to talk about XRP in this SEC case. So if that happens, I'll definitely watch that. That'll be fascinating. Yeah, that's it. Hope you're all keeping well. Hope you're all enjoying your Saturday morning. If you're new to crypto, come check out Copy My Crypto. We had an awesome 2021. It was one of the best years of my life. It was brilliant. The investments throughout on Copy My Crypto absolutely crushed it. We had huge airdrops. We had the long-term investments did very, very well. If you want to be a part of that and make the same gains, the quick flips were beautiful as well. And if you want to be a part of that, make those gains, match the members, free yourself up. You can come see what I've got. You can copy my crypto. The link, guys, is in the description. Anyway, take it easy. Bye-bye.